We've now filled up our aquarium with water, and now we're ready to plug in the pump and get the system operating. And now what we want to do is check and verify that everything is working correctly. You can see that the drip tubes are working. They're flowing down the channel, and then they're exiting out the hole that we created. So everything is functioning, and we can just take this time to check for leaks in the system. And you can see here that there's a small leak in the drip tube place, in the drip tube inlet. So all we basically can do is just tweak any leaks, any other leaks that you may have. You just want to put some more silicone on it, or even apply some PVC glue so you can secure those leaks. So you just want to check the system and make sure everything is running fine and the way it's supposed to be. And the biological filter that we put in, this sponge filter, a lot of times these new ones are going to float. So what we can do is just squeeze them out and then continue to put them in the water, and eventually they'll end up sinking. So you just squeeze out all the air that's inside of it, and then it'll eventually begin to sink at the bottom and hold on to the bottom of the aquarium. Once we verify that everything is running smooth, everything is running great, now what we can do is begin to plant. We can begin to plant our plants. And what we're using here is a 3-inch net cup. This is a net pot or net cup. It could be called either one. And basically you just, if you don't have a medium, these are already larger plants. So they have a large root mass already. And you just basically stick it through one of the holes in the bottom, and it connects right to the bottom of the channel, and we can get nutrients supplied to the plant. This is basically how this NFT system functions. It functions just this way. So once we plant our plants, now we have the host of honor, our fish. In this case, I'm using blue tilapia, the infamous, legendary blue tilapia, the best fish in aquaponics, and from my experience, I'll say, and for my climate, I should say as well. So these are the blue tilapia, and we have these, just had these in. And the water temperature inside of this bag is different from the water temperature and even the water quality inside of the water that we just placed inside of the tank. So what we need to do is we're just gonna let these guys kind of adjust, put the bag inside of the water, and just let the temperature ranges adjust, and let it kind of reach an equilibrium where the temperature in the bag is the same as the temperature inside of the tank, because we don't want to stress. We want to provide the least amount of stress that we can to the fish when introducing them to the new system. So we got to be very mindful on how we introduce fish from different environments into other environments. Now you can just let the bag sit in there for about an hour. Let it sit in there for about an hour. And then once that hour's up, then you can just come back, open up the bag or whatever you have in there. And then you can just kind of turn the bag over. And then the fish will gradually, well, depending on what you have, tilapia, these guys are ready already. They come out the box ready. So these guys just come out. A lot of other fish will stay in there for a little bit longer, and they'll just want to observe. And they're just a little cautious of coming outside the environment they're used to. So you just leave them, let them get out, let them come out, and they'll eventually come out and explore, look around, get comfortable in their new home. And now we pretty much have ourselves a system, a complete system, a basic system in aquaponics. You are now rocking and rolling on this aquaponic journey. So great job, everyone. Now you just need to feed your fish. Your fish feed is going to in turn be broken down by other bacteria, and nutrients are going to be released, and they're going to provide stability and an environment for the crops to grow. So this is not, this is just a basic setup for aquaponics. There's a lot more advanced things and ways to set up an aquaponics system, but you really want to start with a basic setup, some form of a basic setup, so you don't overwhelm yourself and stick your hand too far in the cookie jar and you can't get it out. If you're growing for your family or you're growing for a larger community of people, then you're going to want to have a larger system than this. You're going to want to scale out the fish tank to a larger amount so you'll be able to have enough fish inside of the fish tank to support the amount of plants that you want to grow. So this is, like I said, this is just a small system that just gets you comfortable with how the aquaponics system kind of is put together. And there's other ways to do it, but this is just a basic setup to give you an idea, because we don't want to put too much food on your plate and you won't be able to eat it all.